What is up, YouTube? Now, I know this looks crazy, but I must say I apologize because I was supposed to record me disassembling the exhaust. But when I opened up the box with the full Termi system, I got super excited and I just started taking stuff off. I didn't even record anything. So here's all the stock pipes, the end cans, the gaskets, everything like that. And the bike has been disassembled. Now, I was gonna wear a GoPro and kind of do like a installation tutorial kind of thing, but at the same time, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm using the manual here. I'm on YouTube, so it wouldn't really be a good tutorial, I should say. But for the most part, everything is kind of simple. The Hypermotard, I must say, is everything is super accessible. Everything is easy to get to. All the bolts are easy to get to. So it's not like a Panigale or a Street Fighter where you got so many fairings and plastics and all that good stuff. This bike is super easy to get to. It's a twin, so you only got two headers. One of them is deep down in there, and the other one is up under here. I got tape over my headers. But so I got my O2 sensors, everything's off. So the next thing to do is to put this exhaust on. But of course, I bought a scale because I wanted to weigh the old exhaust versus the new exhaust just to see what the weight differences would be. I got my fuel tank off. Like, this is I want to say it's super hard. The only problem that I had was that last bolt right down in there for the rear header. That was kind of a struggle to get to. I had to take the gas tank off, as you can see. But moving forward in the video, we're going to be weighing the old exhaust, weighing the new exhaust, and then we're going to be installing the new exhaust. I probably, like I said, won't record me installing it. I'll probably pick the camera back up once it's on the bike, and then we can get a start. Hopefully I can finish it before the sun goes down. But if not, tomorrow will be a new day and we can start it up for you guys in the morning. So stay tuned and let's see how much this exhaust weighs. All right, guys, so I put everything in the box, the servo, end cans, all the pipes, put it on the scale, and it said 28 pounds. I don't know how realistic that is because I was having a hard time putting this big box on that tiny scale. But it was kind of balancing around 30 pounds. I tried to center the box as best as I could. But when I took it off the scale, it read to me 28 pounds. So we're gonna work with that. Like I said, I don't know how truthful that is. Maybe in the future, I should get a bigger scale. But anyways, I'm gonna put this stuff in here and then we're gonna see how much it weighs. All right, folks, so I got all the parts for the new exhaust, the full Termi system in the box, and it says 13 pounds. Now again, I don't know how accurate it is, but it's tremendously lighter. That's the big thing. The specific weight, probably around 16, 17 pounds. But if I had a real scale to weigh it properly, I would have got more accurate numbers. But it is a dramatic weight deduction. So, first thing, I wanted to talk about something before I moved on. Guys, if you're doing a slip-on exhaust with the two end cans, I really wish I had recorded this, but I didn't. But if you're doing a slip-on, okay, this is the piece. Let me show you. This piece sits like this, right here. If you're I took off the two end cans, which are these here. I took those off of the bike in literally like 3 minutes. I took the side panels off and the end cans, 3 minutes. So if you're doing a slip-on exhaust system, honestly speaking, it should probably take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do that. You know what I mean? That was super shocking to me to see how quickly those end cans came off. But anyways, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna wipe. Well, I'm not gonna wipe it down yet, but I'm gonna read my manual and I'm gonna continue to install this exhaust system. I will hopefully pick the camera back up today and have the bike able to start. All right, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so a little update. We got the Termi header on, as you can see there. So all I gotta do now is plug in this O2 sensor here on the other side. It goes right there. And as I was wrenching on the bike, I got a package. I'm gonna open this up for you guys so you can see what it is. And voila, look at that. Literally, as I was working on the bike, getting the exhaust to fit, I get my carbon fiber piece for the exhaust, which is gonna replace this plastic junk. Look how much better this is gonna look. I got it in gloss carbon fiber. The engine cover and stuff like that is in satin or matte, but on the exhaust, on the Termi exhaust, it's gloss. So I figured I'm gonna get gloss, keep the same theme with the exhaust. So I'm looking forward to finishing this bad boy tonight. Obviously the sun is going down. Wow, the sky looks beautiful. But anyways, the sun is going down. I'll probably have to give you guys a better completed or updated video tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna keep on wrenching. I'm definitely gonna finish it tonight though. I'll start it up and then tomorrow I'll give you guys the final results. All right, folks, so obviously we're not finished yet, but I wanted to show you guys how the exhaust system looks. Look at that. This right here, without putting the Termi can on there, literally looks like a MotoGP setup. Like, look at that. Especially from this angle right here, it looks like a MotoGP setup. Actually, you know what it looks like? It looks like the past generation of the Hypermotard, the 939, I believe they were called. That's what it kind of looks like. But man, it looks dope like this. I kind of wish I could keep it like this, but I'm pretty sure that would be crazy. But yeah, so we're getting along smoothly. I put the tank back on. I'm not really having any other issues. I've got some anti-seize on the exhaust right there where they connect. And yeah, everything's going smooth. Of course, I'm gonna wipe the exhaust down before I start it up. It's saying that I have to take off my entire rear set in order to, I guess, bolt it here for a better connection. I don't know. We'll see if I can somehow go around that. But most likely I'll probably have to do that. But I just wanted to show you how cool this looks right here. Anyways, I'm gonna continue working and hopefully by the end of this video, I will get a startup for you guys. Stay tuned. Alrighty folks, so it is finished. I have the exhaust system installed. Of course, I have my carbon fiber piece from Moto Composites installed. I have wiped the entire exhaust down with WD-40 to get some of the fingerprint oils and just dirt in general. Still got the seat off, but I think I should be good to start the bike now. I made sure all my O2 sensors were plugged in. I got everything clamped up properly. My fuel pump has been reconnected. Fuel tank bolted down. This is how it looks. Obviously the seat is not on, so you won't get a true look. But this is how it is looking. I'm gonna start it up and see what happens. Oh, actually, never mind. I gotta tighten up my radiator and water cooler, and then I'll start it up for you guys. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, folks, so this is the following morning. Last night, it got kind of late, and I really didn't want to start the bike up and rev it too much. I did start it up and let it run, but I did not rev it at all because, of course, it was kind of late, and I just didn't want to do that at that late at nighttime. But anyways, here's the exhaust system. It's on. It's semi-on. The reason why I say semi is because there's a bracket right here. Basically, you got to put the rear the passenger foot pegs back on the bike. I took mine off, but I gotta put them back on, and it'll act as a hanger to hold the exhaust up even more. There's also another holder plate that goes behind your rear set, so I gotta put that on as well. But the bike, the exhaust is on. It's stable, it's not going anywhere, so I'm good to turn it on and rev it up just a little bit. I'm not gonna ride it until I put those two bolts, put the hanger on and put the holder plate on. But anyways, it looks good. Like I said, I did not rev it at all. I just turned it on to make sure that everything was connected as far as the tank, O2 sensor, everything like that, make sure that no wires were touching. All my header bolts were properly bolted up, no exhaust leaks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the bike up for you guys. I still have no check engine light on my dash. I'm pretty sure as soon as I put it into gear and start riding, that check engine light will come on. But anyways, I'm gonna start it up for you guys so you guys can hear it. And I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit. And I wanna give it some revs once it's warmed up. So here we go, cold start. It is like 30 degrees. Oh, not 30, maybe like 40 degrees outside. Bike is cold, so this is a cold start. Here we go. The bike warm up a little bit, and then I'll give it some revs. Bike is now warm, around 178. The smoke that you see is some anti-seize that I had installed on the bike. That's the smoke that you see. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it some revs. Oh, oh shit. Okay. All right, let's calm it down. Oh my goodness. So I think I put too much anti-seize on the bike, but that sounded ridiculous. And I actually saw a flame. I hope that picked up on camera, but I did see a flame shoot out of this bag. But wow, that sounded way better than like I thought. Like I mean, guys, I've been on YouTube literally every single night before I go to bed. I watch like at least an hour of YouTube videos of the Termi system on the Hypermotard, and I couldn't get that sound across on the videos. So I doubt that you're gonna get it on this video, but in person, like, wow. Now, of course, we're in a garage. It's kind of like an echo area. I do have it cracked open, but wow, that sound really surprised me. That sounds, I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is the perfect sound. It's perfect. It's not too loud. Like, and that's what I was afraid of with the SC Project. That's what I heard from multiple people who said they had the SC Project system. It was just a little bit too loud. It was too obnoxious. This is perfect. On idle, it's nice and smooth. It's not too loud, not too crazy. You can still talk. But then when I get on it, when I get to rev it a little bit, you hear it open up and bark. It's like it's barking at you, like, oh, wow. But before I get too excited, obviously the exhaust is hot now, so I can't really do nothing. But I want to take the can off and check this pipe, these two pipes right here, because I feel like I have an exhaust leak. Because even though I had the anti-seize on there, I saw a lot of smoke coming like directly out right here in the specific area. So I want to check to make sure that it's connected and fitted properly. I'll have to do it tonight when the exhaust cools down. But other than that, this bike, wow, that exhaust system really surprised me. But guys, so the baffle is out. That's also something I wanted to mention. I took the baffle out. It's actually right over here. This is the baffle that comes with the exhaust. I took it out because, of course, I don't want to baffle. But the up map still has to be installed on the bike. And that's when we'll get the proper fueling. You know, it'll sound better. It'll have that true sound that it's supposed to have. And of course, we're going to get rid of that check engine light that's up there. But yeah, I'm very surprised with the sound that just made, because that was my first time revving it. Wow, that was surprising. Like I said, I want to put on my rear passenger foot pegs back on. Put on this holder plate down here. And I also want to check to make sure I have no exhaust leak right there. And then we'll be good, man. I'll jump on the bike and give you guys a video of the onboard sound. But man, that sounds great. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I wanted to kind of do like a tutorial, but then again, I was learning as I went along, so I didn't want to make a video acting like I knew what I was doing. But hopefully this video helped you in somewhat shape or form. Here's all the stock parts. Oh, guys, before I go, I have an AGV helmet. Let's see what type of helmet it is here. It's a, what is it? Pista GP RR. It's full carbon fiber. I think this helmet was like almost over $1,000. Anyway, I'll show you guys in a different video. But I have that helmet, full carbon fiber. It's a double XL, and it's for sale. So if you guys want that, hit me up. It's never been worn before, never been worn ever. Literally just have it sit in the garage. It's too big for me. It's never been worn. If you want it, hit me up. I can send you guys pictures. Everything's in the box, brand new. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. I truly appreciate it. Hopefully my next video, we can have a ride. Actually, it will be a ride because I got to go ride it down to the dealership so I can install the up map. But thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good start to your new year. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Keep on gymming your life and living your dream. Peace.